Good news, folks. Finally got all my donkeys in a row. Can't get my ducks in a row, but I got my donkeys in a row. Oh, hooked up. Hooked up. Hey, did you actually hook that one in the mouth? Copper, you're blocking Charlie, man. Come on, Charlie.
Look, he knows right where to go.
He does. He knows where to go.
Good boy. Good boy.
I'm not sure this guy knows where to go. Why are you so angry all the time, Larry? Houston, Charlie's gonna outgrow you.
Yeah, I know. Hey, he's still friendly, too. I don't think Mom hates him either.
You don't think Mom hates him? Well, I like Charlie. Somebody the other day was asking about the back of Charlie's head, and in all honesty, it looks way better than it did. Nothing attacked him, but I put Charlie in here. I put Houston in there too.
Yeah.
I put Charlie in there and let him eat alone so he can get plenty to eat. But sometimes I'll leave him in there overnight, and I think he tries to push his head through here, through these panels too much, and just rubs a bald spot on the back of his head. I don't know. There, is that what you want, Larry? Or did you just grow your tail feathers back and get all kinds of just plumb angry all the time? You're awful sassy for a guy like you. You're not very tall, you know. You're only about this tall. You just think you're mean, don't you?
Look, he's literally coming at me.
He ain't coming at you. Now he might come at Earl. Oh. Well, what's up, guys? It's Daniel and Houston from Arms Family Homestead, and it's a beautiful day.
It is.
It is 77 degrees, no wind, cloudy, overcast skies. Hopefully we get a little bit of rain tonight. I would give anything if our weather would stay like this, like maybe not year-round, but close to it. Those 105, 110 degree days are just hard to tolerate.
Yeah.
But this is the one off evening we have. Like nothing going on right now. Every day right now we have, well, except Wednesday. Today's Wednesday and we're not going to church. We probably should be going to church tonight, but we have ball games Monday, Tuesdays. Houston has practice Tuesday. Emily has a ball game on Thursday.
I have practice.
He has practice on Thursday. Friday night football, not Houston, but high school. We have football on Friday nights that we go to. Saturday morning, Houston has a ball game. Sunday, we have church. So today, we don't have anything going this evening. So Houston and I are going to feed the animals. And I think we may end up over at the pond.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. We may go check our deer feeders and check on a few things, go drive around. Probably going to end up at the pond. I don't know what we're going to do. I don't know if we're going to bass fish. I don't know if we're going to bluegill fish. Houston could take his fly rod and we could get out on the water and he could try to catch one of those big bluegill on a fly rod. I don't know.
We can do all of them.
All of them. I don't think we have that kind of time. Mom's going to be home in a little while, and she's going to start asking about supper real quick, and, you know, all the things.
Yeah.
Good golly. We got one dog here, and two cats over here. Look at this. Izzy and Trashy getting along. What's the world coming to when Izzy and Trashy aren't fighting? Trashy! Kitty, kitty, kitty. Where are you going?
How did you say that, Dad?
Yeah. Where are you going, Trashy? Come back. Oh, you want to go show off the tractor? I know, I like that TYM tractor too, Trashy. Hey, come here. Izzy will. Izzy wants some loving, don't you, Izzy? Huh? Looks like Earl peed on the tire. Did you pee on my tire, Earl? Well, there's Trashy. It's noisy out here, isn't it, Trashy? You don't come to the barn very often. What are you doing down here? All right. Got chores to do.
Yep.
Charlie, you sitting around on the job, buddy? You geese. I heard Brandon and Eddie say on video the other day that he was really looking for some geese.
Oh, we're not giving those away.
Oh, I don't know.
We might give away their babies.
Well, I think Brandon may need some geese. Those three, I know you hashed them out, but they make it hard to think out here. They're loud.
They do.
We may just have to make Brandon and Eddie's dreams come true someday. All right.
Change pellets again?
Yeah, I got smaller feed.
So you got normal, mixture, big, bulky ones, and then tiny ones.
Yeah, the alpacas like this a lot better. A lot better. Oh, it's kind of heavy. You think you can go feed for me?
Oh, I'll get the door for you.
You'll get the door. That's a gate.
I'll get the gate for you.
All right. Here you go, sir. You can handle it. Copper, don't be knocking Houston down.
It's not as heavy.
Oh, it's not as heavy? Maybe you just got stronger. Copper, I don't have the bucket of feed, buddy. Ow, that's my finger. There's Pepper. Whoa, that's plenty. We got to spread it out as best we can, okay? What's up, Steve? How are you, buddy? Here comes Copper. Got to feed him on the table. Whoa, easy. You about lost it. About went too far.
Fancy's waiting on it.
She's waiting on you. Then there's this guy. Anytime I squat down. Steve's on my shoulder, aren't you, buddy? What's up, RJ? Rufus Jr. I think that's a perfect name for you. You know it? You're awful dirty. Been rolling around in the dirt. Lambert? You're dirty too. What's up, Skip? Y'all been eating any of this hay we put out? I see a mess on the ground. Yeah, they've been nibbling at it some from the bottom. Yeah. Yep, they're working on it. All right. All right, goats are fed. Bear's been fed. What's up, buddy? How's Bear today? You doing all right, buddy? Anything been happening around here today? Why are you up on the trailer?
I don't know.
Uh-huh. Hiding from Larry, aren't you?
He's a little mean sometimes.
Hey. Where'd you find that egg, Gemma? Are you claiming it? Is that yours?
You might want to look under here. There's not eggs there, but it looks like an egg. Hey, you want to see something cool that has to do with eggs?
See something cool that has to do with eggs?
Yeah. Come here. There was a hen.
Oh. Well, those are nasty.
Yeah.
That's a horrible place for a chicken to be laying her eggs. Why in the world did she decide to lay in there? Well, she multiple chickens. Good to know. We need to throw those eggs away.
Yeah.
RJ, good talk, man. Good talk, buddy. Yep. Yeah, these are probably rotten. I would not touch them. I mean, I'll touch them, but I wouldn't eat them.
Oh.
Rotten eggs.
Ooh, that smells nasty.
I see what you did there. I found 2 or 3 eggs the other day that had a little hole in it. And I thought it was the chickens doing it. Nope, it was Gemma. Look at her. You little egg thief. Good news, folks. Finally got all my donkeys in a row. Can't get my ducks in a row, but I got my donkeys in a row.
That's funny.
I see you, Bree. I want to pet you. Hey, easy. Don't dump it all in one spot.
I'm not trying to. Okay?
Here, I got to spread it out a little bit. Farrah, I saw that. What you think there, Reba? Houston scare you? You like that little feed better than the big stuff? Is that good? You're not gonna hum? You're not gonna say anything? Doop. Reba's hungry. Come back, Reba. I won't bother you.
I touched the baby.
You touched the baby?
Yeah.
You sneak up on her?
Yeah. Hey, she's right around that tree.
I see her. She's looking around that tree at me, though. So Bree does not like us to get close to her. And that's on the count of her mom, Freedom, right there. Freedom's very protective. Oh! Your sneak attack was too slow.
I tried to go for one of her legs, but...
Now you got Freedom stirred up. She's gonna go take her to the back of the pasture.
Yeah.
That's like her favorite thing to do.
Yeah.
Take off with Bree and go lay her down in far back of the pasture so nobody can mess with her.
And then fall asleep and come back over here and then think that she's lost.
My mom always thinks she's lost, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Decided to bring the fly rod, huh?
Yeah.
Think you can catch one of those giant bluegill on a fly rod?
I don't know, but we're gonna try.
We'll give it a go, huh?
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna stop up here, fill up a deer feeder real quick, maybe move a camera, and we'll end up at the pond eventually.
Yeah.
Wrong end of the bag and something shoot a hole in it. Watch this. We'll be real clever here. We'll go switch a rooski on it.
Hey, there's a hole. There's a hole right there.
Alright, put the lid back on. Are you a hunting dog, Gemma? Are you out hunting? Are you looking for a deer to chase? Huh? That's why you stay at the house when we go hunting. Because you will chase the deer. And somebody made a nice trail down here beside the pond.
Yeah.
You did a good job.
Oh, no, I think it was the deer.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, the pond don't look bad, but it's really, really low.
Really low.
All right, fly boy. Let's see. See if you can See if you can catch a fish. Here, put those two together. Catch a fish on a fly rod at the pond. If they don't hit a fly, I bet you we can get them to hit bread. What do you think?
Yeah.
Here you go. Put that together. This might get a little bit interesting because this is really only our second time fly fishing. Houston caught a little small bluegill on his fly rod the first time at the creek. And if you remember, I broke his rod on accident. And I contacted Ed Kirkpatrick, who's the one that bought Houston the fly rod for his birthday. And he reached out to Bass Pro where he bought it. It was Bass Pro or Cabela's, I don't remember. It doesn't matter, they're the same nowadays, but they replaced it for free. We didn't even have to have a receipt. We didn't have to send it back. Nothing, which is awesome customer service because today I went to the hydraulic fitting store where I bought some hydraulic fittings for the skid steer. And I bought the wrong ones, I don't know, a few weeks ago, and I lost the receipt. I think it fell out of my truck. So I was taking those fittings back. I could show them on my phone, my bank account, the day that purchase was made at their store, showed them the exact amount. They couldn't find my transaction on their computer anywhere, so they couldn't take the return on those. So I didn't get to return the fittings, and I don't have the receipt. And here at Bass Pro they replaced this fly rod without any even evidence. They just, no questions asked, they sent out a new one. So I'm gonna tie Houston on a teeny tiny little fly first, and if that doesn't work, we'll put something on there that we can put a piece of bread on and see if he can catch a bluegill, or one of us can catch a bluegill on a fly rod. You're really gonna have to like work down the pond dam to get out in the pond, because if you stand and you just do it this way, you're gonna hit that tall grass behind you. So pull you some line out here. Let me get you started here. Okay, see if you can lob her out there. Easy, don't whip it. Pull some more line, pull some more line. Pull you some line. You're going way too hard, buddy. Easy, easy. Oh, that's gonna be our issues, the tall grass behind us.
Easy.
There you go. That looks a lot better. Pull out a little more line. Let it sit.
Oh, I got one.
Did you hook a fish or did you hook my fish structure? Yeah, I think you did too. Don't pull it too hard. We'll have to get it unhooked. You may have to go swimming. All right, attempt number 2. Man, remember some good looking casts? Oh, I watched the bluegill hit. Oh, you hooked the grass behind you. It's over here somewhere. You know, somebody needs to use their fancy equipment and trim all these weeds up, you know it?
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna change our strategy just a little bit and let Houston try this from the boat. And I think it'll be a little bit easier for him since he has room for his backswing. You probably need to stand up though.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the line out first.
Just reach out there to the end of your rod and grab it. I'm kidding. It's a long ways out there. Ooh, it's like close quarters combat fly fishing. All I hear is whoosh, whoosh. Oh, look, somebody came to help. Gemma, scare the fish our way. Perfect cast. Just take the bait.
He's moving a little bit.
Just strip line, pull line. What do you got? What, no, pull, grab the line and pinch it with your other finger. Hey, look, when you pull, oh, there you go. Pinch it with your other hand. Now don't let him whoop you.
I got a shiner.
No, you snagged a shiner. Hey, I think it counts. I don't care. It is a golden shiner snagged with a fly.
How? That small. What are the odds of that?
Toss him back out there just like that and you'll catch a bass.
Yeah.
Or she'll snap your line in about 2 seconds.
Yeah.
All right, well, it's your fish.
What do you need to do with it?
Hold him.
Oh.
I meant hold the fish.
Is this our thumbnail?
I don't know about it.
He's a little slimy.
Yeah, they are a very slippery little fish, but you're going to have to grab a hold of him.
I can't. I physically can't.
I think you're scared too. That's what I think. Now you gonna be able to get that little bit hook out?
Here.
Perfect. All right. See ya. Go feed a bass for us. Huh?
Yeah.
Here, fishy, fishy, fishy.
Yeah, fishy, 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 fishy.
Hey, Houston, what do you call a fish with no eyes? I figured you'd say a fish with no eyes, you'd call it blind. I guess it's just a fish. Oh, hooked up, hooked up. Just pull line with your hand, pinch it with your other finger. There you go. Hey, did you actually hook that one in the mouth? Yep. The bluegill aren't super interested in you. Here, pull him over here. That one's a lot bigger. You got a giant one that time.
He ate that.
Yeah, you didn't snag that one.
This is good for shiners.
Well, we may not have the right, color jig or kind of jig or fly. Gosh, I call them jigs. We may not have the right kind of fly tied on for bluegill. So, Hey, sure fish. Here you go.
You can get it off.
No.
It's pretty slimy.
Come on, you got it, bro. This is yours. Here, I'll hold your rod.
Kind of mean.
I'm not mean. You're the one fishing. I'm just having to watch. A fish.
Right as we said that. Keep on saying that.
Golden shiner pooping on you. I want you to catch a big bluegill. That'll be a real fight.
I want me to too.
All right. We switched flies. We went with a fly that's a little bit bigger but floats. So, because I thought, well, these bluegill are used to eating floating fish food. And then, oh, I think you got one, Houston.
No.
One of them hit it. I saw him hit the water. I saw the fly. Oh, you're scaring me. That goes like right over my head. I see your fly floating. Yeah, you're just not quite getting where they're feeding up there, are you?
They're hitting it.
Uh-oh. Oh, we're up in the tree. Jimmy would be very proud of you. That's where you put his whopper plopper in storage for him,
that's
huh?
what we're talking about.
You had, Jimmy had a whopper plopper way up tip top of one of his trees that Houston, we're just saying he put it in storage. All right, let's see if we can get this fly back. Well, no big monster bluegill yet, but Houston's caught 2 shiners. That's 2 more fish than I've ever caught on a fly rod. We've only hooked 1 tree. Have not got hooked, or have not hooked a human yet. That's good. I haven't been hooked. Houston hasn't hooked himself. I fished for just a second, and Houston was like, "Whoa, that was close," but I did not hit him. We put on this floating fly, and we've seen a lot of fish like hit it and take it down, but I think it's tiny little shiners or something because they're just not getting hooked.
And please don't ask why I'm sitting on this upside down or like with it folded.
Hey, smooth. Don't whip it, okay? If you hear it cracking behind you like a whip, that means you're whipping it too much.
I should crack it more.
Hmm?
I said I should crack it more.
No. There you go. That's a good cast. Where's the big bluegill at, man? Well, the pond is incredibly low right now. That brush pile over there is one we usually fish, and when we did our shock survey, it was completely underwater and you couldn't even see it. And you can really tell on the trees, the water line, we're probably close to 3 feet low. And most of the stumps out here, usually the boat goes right over the top of. We may catch the bottom of the trolling motor or something, but there's one fish structure right out there. I'm gonna cruise out there and see if Houston can catch a fish off of it. We switched up flies again to a sinking fly, and thinking maybe we might catch a bluegill down a little bit deeper, but no luck. But let's cruise out there and check that other big fish structure. Normally you can't even tell where it's at, but it's sticking out of the water right now. What happens if you hang a 2-pound bass on that fly rod?
We're gonna be really careful.
You just hit the back of my seat with your fly. I heard it hit. Huh. This is like way too close. Don't throw it right in the middle of it, but
I have too much line out.
yeah, you do. You got a mess right now. So that's that fish structure I was talking about. It's actually huge underwater. There's just a few pieces sticking up, but underwater it's like a big giant mushroom shape. You gonna be able to figure all that out?
Yeah. I
called Pond King today, Houston. You know, when we did our fish shock survey, they recommended that we stock, I think it was, I can't remember off the top of my head, like 50 or 100 more Florida stream bass, and I want to say 300 or 400 red-eared sunfish, but they don't have fish. They don't have their fall fish.
I got one.
You got fish?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Anyways, Pond King doesn't have their fall fish in yet. Oh, look at there. It's a shiner. You are you're a shiner catching dude on the fly rod. What are you looking at?
Who are you talking to?
Anyways, Pond King doesn't have their new fall fish in yet. It's cooled off, but it's just recently cooled off. Here,
can you get this one?
Hold your fish.
Okay.
I got you some tools right here. This is what you need. You're gonna have to set your rod down. Here you go. I can't believe you caught a shiner way out here in the middle of the pond. It's one thing about fly fishing, Houston. It's a tiny little lure, and you got to learn to get them out.
Wait.
Those little forceps work good. Hey, look at there. Perfect. Whoa, you about lost those in the water. Hey, look. So while we're out here, you can see there's one of our fish structures. There's one. There's one. There's a whole lot. There's a reason we catch a lot of fish right here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Toss him back.
You want some poop?
Nope. Toss him back. In the spring, me and Houston would stand on the bank right over there and we'd catch all kinds of bass right here. But if you'll look out in the water, I don't know how well they show up on camera. There's a structure. There's one. They're all over out in this area. And those were all from Pond King, the company that makes this little boat. sent us a bunch of those when we first started working with them. Like, what was that, 3 years ago when they did our first pond shock survey? I'm gonna back up a little bit. Houston, all these little fish structures might be good for bluegill for sure. I wouldn't cast right in the middle of them if you can help it. You have to kind of get off to the side or you'll get hung up on them. You see that little bird up there? Where? On the island. Look at him, he's looking for a minnow on the right side of the island.
I see it.
Well, 3 fish were caught, all golden shiners.
Yeah.
No big bluegill were caught today. It will be fun eventually. We'll figure this out. I don't know what kind of fly we need to be using to catch those bluegill. Don't know the first thing about fly fishing, honestly, but it's something different. It's fun, and I think Houston's really wanting to do some fly fishing for the trout at the Blue River this winter. They'll start stocking the Blue River, I think, usually in about November, and we can go over there and try to catch some trout there. We may end up having to go over to Arkansas and do some fishing with Cole and Jay. They're draining the lake, Houston, where Cole and Jay live. We've been there a couple times over the last few years, and it's Lake Conway in Arkansas, and it's literally in Cole and Jay's backyard. They have a pier that goes out into the water, and the state has decided to drain the lake, and they've lifted all the rules basically on how many fish you can keep at that lake right now. And it's going to take probably 6-8 months to drain it, I bet. But I would think that the crappie fishing and the catfishing is going to be on fire this fall over there. I don't know. May have to call Cole up and go load up on a bunch of catfish and a bunch of crappie.
You know what else we could be doing when we go down there?
What?
Crystal hunting.
Crystal hunting. Not when the fishing is on sale. That's what I'm gonna say. When there's no limit, you know, usually you can only keep so many crappie, so many bass. So we're saying the fish are on sale. I do feel bad for Cole and Jay though. I can't imagine their whole channel has been built around fishing, especially in that lake behind their house.
Wait, like for forever?
They're draining it for 5 years.
Why?
That's a good question. That's a really good question. I can't answer that. I don't have all the details, but.
So they're just gonna have a dry lake in their backyard.
For 5 years.
That sucks.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah.
It does. But anyways, this whole video wasn't about Cole and Jay, but I got to thinking about it. When our pond was so low, I was like, man, it's getting low, but they're actually draining the lake they live on. And it's devastating for them. But anyways, 3 golden shiners were caught on the fly rod. That puts Houston up to 4 fish on the fly rod.
And you 0.
And to me, 0. All I've done is break a fly rod. So maybe this winter we can get you on some trout. I'm going to have to find somebody to teach us a little bit. Or I'll have to watch some YouTube videos or something, because I ain't got a clue how to trout fish. I mean, not fly fishing for sure. Gemma? So the reason Earl didn't get to come with us is because he gets in the stick tights and it gets ugly. Gemma, come here. Are you ashamed? You don't want anybody to see you? Gemma, come here. You look terrible. Oh my goodness. Covered in stick tights. They're all matted up. Yeah, I know. She stinks bad. She found something in that hole she was barking at a while ago. There she goes. All right, well, we got to let Charlie out. Mom texted and said supper was ready, so that was about 20 minutes ago. So we better get out of here.
Yeah.
Don't see any deer.
Holy moly, she smells so bad, like a skunk.
All right, you go put your stuff up, and I'll let Charlie out.
Okay.
Charlie, you're done with your supper? You sure don't have much to say, you know that? You are not very talkative. And guess what? I'm not mad about that because the geese have a lot to say. Nobody really seems to care what they have to say, but they sure say it a lot. Come on, Charlie. Hey, come here. You want out? You want out of here? All right, I'll leave you alone. Steve, did you have a good supper? Come on, Charlie. You off to the races, buddy? Copper, you know, I was always taught it was poor etiquette to put your elbows on the dinner table. That's the dinner table, and your whole body's on it. Oh, well, okay. You didn't even finish eating all the feed, and you were laying in it. Charlie, buddy, I gave you plenty to eat. You had the last 2 hours to eat your dinner. All right. Ooh, you stink, buddy. You smell worse than Gemma. Well, I guess my partner ran in the house to eat supper. Mom texted us a while ago and said supper was ready. She said, do you want us to wait on you? I was like, we're catching fish at the pond. Probably better not wait on us. But anyways, today, nothing wild and crazy and exciting. Just sometimes I just enjoy bringing you guys along on just our day-to-day stuff. And we do, I'm not going to lie, we do live a very busy life. And I'm torn on, you know, like, when you run into people at the store, somebody you know, and they're like, hey, man, how's it going? Hey, what have you been up to? Just busy, man. I'm busy all the time. We always say we're busy, busy, busy. And I think we wear that busy term as like a badge of honor sometimes. And I don't remember. Someone else was talking about that one day, and I really took it to heart. You know, somebody says, hey, man, how you doing? Man, I'm good. Just busy. And I don't think it should be like that. We shouldn't wear that term busy as a badge of honor. You know, we need to slow down and enjoy life. And I'm not saying, you know, you need to change your lifestyle. I know we're just in that season of our life right now here with all the kids' activities and sports and stuff. And it's just a busy season right now. It'll slow down a little bit in the wintertime. Emily will move into basketball and only be playing games 2 nights a week. And I don't know if Houston's going to wrestle. He hadn't decided. But we'll have a little more free time then. And we are, as a couple, DJ and I are really just in that busy season of our life. I was talking to another couple today, and their youngest son moved out, like, I guess this college year, and they're empty nesters. And he was like, you know, everybody says, get ready because it's a big change. And he's like, it's a big change. He was enjoying it, but he's like, him and his wife can come home and not have to be anywhere, not have to go anywhere. And, you know, they're slowing down. They passed that busy season with their kids. And I don't know, maybe we shouldn't wear that term busy as a badge of honor. What do you guys think? Everybody always says it. That's what we do. We're just busy, just life. We're just busy all the time. And I don't know, days like today, I want to bring you guys along, just walk around and feed the animals and take Houston to the pond and just do something fun for a few hours. And tomorrow we'll go back to our crazy, hectic, busy schedule. So anyways, guys, that's all I've got for today. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. You guys have a great day. And as always, we'll see you on the next video.